The new updated War Games game mode in WWE SuperCard has brought some controversial changes and probably made it a little bit difficult for you to play, especially if you're trying to play the old way. Now in this video, we're going to cover everything you need to know about the new War Games game mode. I'm going to give you a new strat, a new deck, and show you how to play this game mode to take some of the pain away from playing through this to get that event card. Now, while this new strat may not be 100% perfect, the old strat wasn't 100% perfect either, but I tell you what, if you play this way, it's certainly going to make your weekend a heck of a lot easier. So now let's jump into it and let me show you my deck and show you my strategy and show you all the different things that I do in this game mode to, make it pretty easy to be able to get through. So let's first talk about the new boosts. We have two new boosts in the game. First, backup. Backup is going to give you an extra card to play in the actual game, and then ring out lets you take out one of the opponent's cards. Now, while both of those are useful, you don't really need them. You don't really need to buy them. Ring out is certainly a lot better than the other one. So now let's get into looking at the deck and show you the changes that has made this game mode necessary in order to make your life pretty much easier as possible. Now, the old deck was pretty much all the same tier except for one single card that dropped the deck tier of your opponent, so you could guarantee yourself a win all of the time. Now, before, at least when I started this game mode, I did all SummerSlam pros and one behemoth. Now, while I won every single match I played when it was 1-on-1 or 2-on-2 or less than that, the problem is we don't know where they're putting the cards. Unlike the old game mode where we can see exactly where the opponent was placing the cards, we don't know where the opponent is placing its cards. So even if we put two cards on one ring, we could still lose and still mess up the rest of the actual match because we didn't know that they were going to play that many on that particular ring. So hence, we're going to drop the entire deck. We're going to make this deck just like the Elimination Chamber and let the support cards do all the work. So as you see, for me, I have all behemoths in here. Now, would it be better for you to put in all bios? Probably. I haven't tested that, part of it completely, to put in all bios. I just use behemoths on Elimination Chamber and my other game modes in Royal Rumble and stuff. So those are the ones I already had. So those are the ones that I use. And so you're going to want to do the same thing as before. Try to spread out the arrows, 4 lefts, 4 rights, 4 downs, 4 ups because of the arrow distribution in the actual game mode. Now, as equally as important is going to be the support card, because like I said, you want the support card to do the work. Now, which manager do you want and which action supports do you want? Well, you have to have a 2-stat manager for one, and typically you're going to want the highest 2-stat manager you can possibly get. Now, for me, I do have higher 2-stat managers than this. I do. But the ones that fit this particular strategy, I didn't. So I had to use one that had power and toughness. And like I said, I would recommend to try to do this strat. Now, not everybody can do the support cards exactly like this, but I would at least try to get as close to this as possible. So we have power and toughness. Now, this is going to be to the entire deck. Every behemoth card is going to get a power and toughness plus 4.5 million boost. That's what's going to do the majority of the work. Now, your 2 action support cards are going to want to be the other 2 stats that weren't boosted. So for me, since I was using Paul Heyman, I need a speed and charisma boost. So therefore, I need a pump it up. So I have speed and charisma plus 6.5 million, and I have another pump it up 6.2 million. Now, these extra 2 action supports are going to cover 2 out of the 3 rings, which brings up the one difficulty, I guess. The first difficulty of this strat is one of the rings is really going to be kind of unprotected because it's not going to have that speed and charisma boost. Every card on that ring is going to have pretty low speed and charisma boost. So it's possible that you do still get beat in that ring when there is a speed and charisma stat. But if you cover the other two rings most of the time, it does work out. So, you know, in case if you have a power and speed manager, you're going to want a toughness and charisma action support. I do also want to mention that they do have the ×4 multipliers, and even though I don't use ×4 multipliers, I, you know, kind of find it a waste. I'd rather use 6 of the 2 times doublers to equal the 4 times. But either way, they're still there for you to use, which is a nice addition to add a 4 times multiplier to this game mode. Now, before we get into the actual gameplay, I do want to mention again that we do stream over on Twitch just about every single day. So if you haven't checked out a Twitch stream, be sure you go in the description, find the Twitch link, head over there, follow if you ever want to catch out a stream. All right, let's get into the actual game. You see the support cards, they only have a swarm. We have a myth, which means it is going to be mad extra stat boosts. This is the first change you need to recognize. Minus 10% for right arrows. So you're not going to put a right arrow on there. Now we do have 5 million right there. We have another minus right there, which means we're going to want to put an up right there. It is on speed, so we're going to put one of our support cards. And then we have a power here for plus, and we're going to put our 2 right there, and we're going to hit proceed. Now there is one thing about this, using this strat, that you're going to find with your opponent, and that is that your opponent isn't actually exactly like your deck. They're going to have about 5 million or 6 million extra stats on their cards, which means either they're going to have one single card that is like 5 million, or they're going to have a couple cards around 1 or 2 million. Now, while that can be an issue, especially when you have that speed right there, it's still going to work out where you have everything that you want to still be able to get done. And so since this is only on speed, we are going to put one there, and it doesn't even look like we're going to get all of our cards out because I'm too busy talking. Another thing you need to notice is that because of the fact that I didn't get to use my support card, no opponent attacked me, the support card didn't stick. So the support card only sticks when you get attacked. Here's another thing that you need to notice is that the opponent isn't playing. Well, why isn't the opponent playing? I don't know. There is lots of times in which I've done this so far in which the opponent has not played a single card the entire round. Now, is this because of my manager? Is this because of other reasons? I really don't know, but sometimes you do get opponents where they don't play any cards the entire game. And so this is another benefit, of course, of using this stat. I guess maybe they know what our stats are and they know they're going to get beat, and so they don't even play cards. I really don't know, but either way, it still works out nice. It's pretty stress-free when stuff like this happens. So 54 points, although it's not the highest score because we didn't get any opponents, 74 is still pretty nice. Let's jump into another one, try to get some opponents this time. Again, they got a swarm support, we got a myth support. So our stats are gonna be a lot more juiced. So we're gonna put 1 there, we got minus to the right, so we're gonna put a left. It is toughness, so we're not worried about that. We're gonna put 2 cards on this one since it's a charisma, and we are going to put a support card on there to make sure that one of those cards gets juiced to extra stats. Now, hopefully they have those big cards that I was talking about that's like 5 million. There's a 1 million right there. There's the behemoths. We're still going to, we're going to balance it out. They're going to win on the bottom and we're going to win on the top. So all cards are going to get deleted for this particular one, which is okay. Again, this is part of the reason why it's not 100% perfect, because you don't know where they're playing. Here, we're still going to win that. We got 5 million easy on there. And then this one looks like they're not going to play any cards either. So we won that one. So now we have power on this one, so we're not too worried about it. We got 5 million. Here we got speed, so that's a little bit less fortunate. And this one we got power and toughness, so we're going to move the support card to the middle one now, just in case somebody plays here. I'm going to put a left on that one, and then we're going to put an extra. Do we need it on the right? That's power and toughness. We don't, so we're going to put it just on there, and we're going to proceed this time again. They got a behemoth. We're going to beat it. We're going to take the ring back. That's good. And then we're going to go over here. We do have that extra stat boost with the action support. So again, they're not going to play because probably they know they're going to lose. Here they got 2 behemoths. They might get a reversal right there, and both of those stats do look higher. So it's it is possible that we do lose this one because of the reversal, and we moved the support card, but they didn't get it. We still won, so that's fine. Now we're on speed on this one, and again, we want to move the support card to this side. Sometimes with them not playing can be a pain. Here we got, that's probably a better spot to put the support card since we have a bio right there. So we're going to put that on that one. Actually, we're going to put this one over here because we want the down on this one. So since we didn't get to use our support card, we might end up losing this one, which is okay. I think we're still going to win though. We got that. So we were fine. And then this one, we should still win because we got our action support. And then this one, we're still stacked because we got our toughness. And that is there. So another 78 points. So like I said, it's not 100% perfect. It's not. And even though we didn't get, you know, what I wanted as far as the opponent goes, be, you know, on the lookout. There will be times in which sometimes they play a card that is 5 million because they have about 5 or 6 million more stats than you. I don't know why that is. It's just when you drop it down like this, it just so happens that that's how they set up their deck or whatever. But either way, it shows that it's the same tier as us, even though they got that extra, you know, couple million or whatever. But either way, I still think this strat is way better than the original. It's very easy to do, and a lot of times they don't even play. So hopefully this video helped you, and hopefully you have a change of opinion on war games. Yes, they changed it a lot. They took away the timer. We don't have to wait that 60 seconds or however long it was in order to place our cards at the last minute. We can hit proceed. Doesn't work out perfect every time, but it is a lot more easy and a lot less stressful to do it this way than it is having the old deck and trying to guess where the opponent is going to place their cards and then end up losing because of that reason alone. But either way, hopefully you did enjoy. And like I said, head over to Twitch if you want to check out some streams and stuff. We will be streaming today, and we stream pretty much every day, Monday through Friday over there at various times, you know, sometime in the afternoon, early morning of US time. And so go check one out if you feel like it. But either way, if this video helped you, hit the thumbs up and let me know in the comments how this changed your opinion on war games, because it is a lot easier than you probably think. Y'all take it easy. We're out. Peace.